Hi, I'm Ram. Welcome back to my playthrough of Outer Wilds. Last time we actually kind of made a breakthrough. We managed to get into the core of Giant's Deep, and most importantly, found the coordinations for the eye. After like 9 million attempts, they did actually manage to find it. So that's a good thing. I did wait a couple seconds for the sand to have gone for Mash Twin, but I don't think I waited quite long enough. And now we're in the process of actually trying to figure out how to get in the core of this thing. There's something about the warp towers, and if we time it right, I think we should be able to. So we're going to be looking for the warp for Ember Twin. That's just a cactus. I thought it might have been something more interesting. Which I actually believe this is the one for Ember Twin, because there's two of them. Oh my god, not wearing my... Okay. Alright, we're back here. Slightly later, so we got a bit more sand uncovered, although I don't think it's enough. I do actually have my spacesuit on this time. So, yeah, these are both the positionings. But there obviously must be... Ah, did I read you this scroll? Because... I mean, if this is how I get inside the Ash Twin, this has got to be... Ah, if there's not a read around here... Ow, Christ. Pretty possible that I didn't read this last time I was here. In which case... Gotta go find a scroll. Yeah, okay, there was a scroll reader right down here underneath them. Now, have I read you? Friends visiting from the Hanging City. We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. I became lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude that Rami found me, but the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. Right, okay. So, that's not a help. That's just sort of a hint to go there first, but I've already been there. So, the object with here is sort of wait until it goes near Ember Twin, wait for this to activate, but don't step in it immediately. We need to back up and then try and step in it maybe a couple seconds after it's activated, because then hopefully we'll get teleported inside the Ash Twin. I think that's the working theory right now. I hear the sand coming, so we better be close. Here we are. Alright, so I'll keep my eyes on it. We're gonna be aligned with Ember Twin pretty soon. Come on, it's hard to tell kind of when it... I'm going now? Oh, I think that might have been too early, I think. Right. Yeah, can I read this? Untranslated. And although if I'm going back, maybe wait a couple seconds. Or is it just like permanently charged even though it's not aligned? There's some sort of knack to this. Was there anything on the higher bit of this building? That's just bits of sand. Oh what? Yeah, that's a bookcase down there. I've already read this. I feel like I'm so close to getting it, but yes, also quite far. Right, I swear this teleporter didn't work last time I was here, so... try and hope it works this time. It's a lot of waiting for the sand to loop, unfortunately. If this doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Cause yeah, I've already wandered around here when all the sand was down, and I can't see any sort of entrance points or anything like that. Is the sand behind me? Yes, it is. So if this doesn't work. I swear this teleporter didn't even slightly work before, so I think I might just try and use this one normally and see what happens. 3 minutes oxygen, that's not good. Ooh, okay, that's what happens, we get teleported into the sands. That's not beneficial. Right, that's pretty much ruined my journey on that. Maybe if I was staying on that ground, I could have warped. Which means we'll need to be on that planet after the sand stopped flowing in order to do that. Which is pretty possible, because I think you do have a fair bit of time after the sand stopped flowing, but still in time for the supernova. Also, my ship's all the way down there, and I don't have a lot of oxygen left, so that's fun. There we are, there's my beautiful ship. It's kind of, I imagine it's taking a lot of damage from being sort of not really upright in the sand. Right, let's leave before we get showered again. So, how much? There's still a decent amount of sand left. We probably could be exploring other places. I swear I looked on this thing and there wasn't. Yeah, I checked your solar panels before, and there's a lift, but there's nothing actually of use on them. That's the sun station, which we've already been to. This is... I don't know, actually. What would this be? Don't get in the sand. There's one for Giant Deep. Is that supposed to look like a cyclone? Pass. I think so. It looks kind of cyclone-y, so... Oh god, I shall give this one a shot. Just while we're waiting for the Ember Twin one to be available. Right, it looks like the portal might be active. Can we... Yeah, got into it sort of between the sandstorms, so I don't have to wait till the end then. This is definitely what I'm looking for, though. Here we are, the eyes that I see in my dreams. Are there still 3 active? There are. Alright. 20 minutes, 20 seconds ago. Okay, we don't have a lot of time to read stuff. Mask receiving tracking data from probe tracking module, Giant Steep memory statue, Timber Hearth memory statue. Okay, so there's not a live Nomai they're getting the response to. 2 minutes till end of cycle. Yeah, that's not good. Don't think I can interact with any of them. We're just gonna have to sort of speed read this. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet. The Ash Twin project. Powerful enough to send information back in time. We also finished relocating all the subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab. I can still hardly believe Rami's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant Steep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Pholox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis, it was not by accident that the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava interrupted my work less. We're all connected through the Ash Twins. It's doing the supernova music. Tested the orbital probe cannon. Something about getting the ships to explode. Right, trying to convince them to not explode it. They finished the memory statues. When it seeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and at least everything is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. Impressed by their mental fortitude, this was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. Okay, so they are kind of able to throw themselves back in time. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here is what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. I can hear myself dying. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order from the orbital trace center to fire back in time. Fire back in time by 22 minutes. Okay, so that's what the probe is doing. The probe's controlling how far you go back in time. With the black holes and stuff. So it's not good, I'm going to explode, aren't I? I'll try and at least finish this one. The sun will trigger the supernova to send the probe data back in time. We can end this cycle at will. It will last 22 minutes. That is a hell of a unique little death screen that I don't usually get. I kind of feel cheated that the actual way of getting into the Ash Tower is literally just stand on the warp thing. Because I spent ages thinking it was going to be like super complicated and like a puzzle to get inside there. But it is literally just like step on the floor, like everywhere else is. Right, I think this is new. These words are difficult to write. The sun station did not work. Suppose we redesign the sun station. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. Believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friends. Don't lose hope. Easier expressed than accomplished. Or you can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer. You'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. It's the closest we've ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We're only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Okay, so it's not the sun station that's causing the explosion. We're halting our research into creating a new supernova for this moment. A comet has recently arrived in this solar system and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge must be granted there. And that would be the interloper. Right. Doesn't bode well because I couldn't figure out how to get through there. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project flocks so that they look beautiful, although I do feel as if I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds, as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will, why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Right, so... But something happened and all of you are dead now, so you can't actually do it. Right, 22 minutes. You can end the cycle at will, but that was provided you could do it with the sun station, and we've learned that you can't. My gratitude for the latest shipment, Oneo. This ore should be the last we need for the Ash Twin project. This is exciting news. Can I offer a set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. The more eyes the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks. Okay, so nothing else could get in here. But why? Okay, this is another one. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. Everyone here is excited to see it. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability can still be improved. I need more time. The design work is clever. Okay, so potentially something's wrong with the warp core, which I'm guessing is that thing, maybe. Is there... Yeah, there's you. Got another one of these glowy things I can start slotting about everywhere. Artificial gravity control. Alright, I've turned... Yeah, okay, I've turned gravity off, so... What would be the benefits of that? Ah, is it to get that weird ball out in the open? Maybe. Oh god. I might need to turn on gravity control briefly. I'm pretty bad at the flying. Right, gravity back on for 1 second until I get this ball up here. There. I'm gonna have to get up and get whatever that is. Alright, gravity off briefly. Oh, no, stay up there. It's hard to not accidentally... There we are. This is the black hole and the white hole that's powering it. So, I mean, what happens if I remove this? Like, will the supernova no longer happen, or will the time reset no longer happen? In which case, everyone will die permanently. Remove warp core. All right. Well, I guess we're trying it. This may not end well. Remove warp core. Right. Everything's gone very silent. And also all of the floor has went, so the warp core was... Or maybe I just lost track of the floor. Right. Okay, I'm trying to think of where I could put this. I mean, I guess I'll leave and who knows. Right, what has that affected? There's something on the interloper. Because that was what you all wanted to check. I thought it was landing briefly. That stressed me out. Right, I'm gonna get back in my ship, see if we can take this somewhere. It's playing the sun's exploding noise again, so I worried this may have accelerated it. Here we are, the sun. I think what I need to be checking out is probably the interloper. Unless the interloper smashes into the sun. Where are we? I've got you pinpointed. Right, interloper, do you have anything for me? I know you're where the ghost crystals come from. But beyond that, not really sure. You've got the ship in the middle. Yeah, the two of you went exploring in here and then probably died. So I'm gonna... I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the warp crystal? Maybe the warp core's something that will help me with ghost matter? Not sure why it would, but who knows? Maybe I should drop the warp core into the sun. That seems quite fun. Right, okay, unfortunately we're getting further away from the sun. I think I hit the interloper at quite a bad time, because it's very far away from the sun. Doesn't actually appear to be really doing much. You know what, I might just chuck the warp core into the sun. I don't really know what to do with it, so it seems like as good an idea as any at the moment. What is that little thing ahead of me? That's Brittle Hollow, but it looks insane for some reason. Is that just because of like a weird lighting thing, or is this something I want to be checking out? Hello, Brittle Hollow. You seem mostly fine. Right then. I still think I'm gonna chuck it in the sun. Right, but chucking it in the sun involves being able to balance. Right, don't suck me in. I'm trying to drop it in the sun without actually... No, come on. Get! I don't think I can drop things in space. I think I have to be, like, looking at a looking at like a bit of floor, so unfortunately I don't think I can drop it in the sun. Unless I'm willing to jump in there myself. And I'm not. I kind of want to see if the supernova still happens, like what my death animation screen will look like. So I kind of don't want to die right now. Sun's exploding. Still got the core. I was going to see if I could give it to one of the guys in the museum and sort of see what he thought about it, but I feel like it may be too late for that. Yeah, we're definitely too late. Everyone else seems pretty unperturbed, though. I am dead, properly. I think that was the little message I got when I died the first time before activating the statues. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I beat the time loop. I didn't stop the world from exploding, but something. So I think my process is going to be kind of try and figure out what I'm missing. Yeah, because there's got to be just something I have to do with that core. More to explore here on the Ash Twin project. I'm sure I read everything there. Right, I'll check that out next time I go there. Yeah, I'm worried it's this stuff. I'm pretty sure this is the area that was in Dark Bramble. Survivors from the Escape Pod 3 abandoned the wreckage and attempt to return to the vessel. Great. Oh, my survivors on Brittle Hollow. Ooh, I don't think I found the shelter site on Brittle Hollow. And, yeah, the vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble. I'm gonna have to go back in there, aren't I? Alright, guess I can't put it off any longer. Right, the last time I was in here, I think it was like right at the end of the loop, and I think I got blown up while I was trying to go into the distress pod. I don't think I actually found the vessel though. Right, that there. Gotta be careful we don't get... That was the noise of an anglerfish. I'm being eaten, aren't I? Yeah. I think we might be getting somewhere here. Track the signal to... Yeah, this thing around here. This is, I think, the third escape pod, and I was... I mean, I did think that I got most of the information out of this last time. Although, the thing I didn't know is where the actual main ship, the vessel, is. Don't think I've come across that, nor do I think I have, like, a signal from it. Right, how do I get into this thing? I'm still worried there's anglerfish nearby. So I'm trying to not move. Unless I absolutely have to. There we are. That's the actual door and the pod right here. I can just... Velocity matched. Come on, stay still. There, and I'll check out in here. Identified signal nearby. Escape pod 3. Do you have anything interesting for me? Not really. At least I can live happy knowing the anglers won't find me in here. I swear I read this last time. Crash, you tried to flee. Pod supply of breathable air is nearly defeated, and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Best chance of survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or await rescue. The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Ooh, your little tube is glowing. Alright, so no actual signal I can get to, but Maybe I'll be able to follow a tube? I don't think I read this one. New problem, our equipment is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel, but it isn't possible for the vessel to be in two different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I have more time. Nearly out of time already, Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone and we will be lost. We will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. I suppose that beacon is false. Yeah, we know that from throwing our scout launcher about. That there is duplicate signals in here, so it's very difficult to find anything. Parts from the vessel. Yeah, this is just the same stuff that was in the other one, so I don't know if this is actually getting us closer to the vessel, or if we're just gonna have to, like, pick a direction and then go in it. This is just the emergency exit. Lovely. A lot of traces of a light over there. Right, this isn't really the good news I was hoping for. I'd hoped they have sort of some way of seeing where the vessel was. Right, I'll see if my ship log has anything else useful in it. So, that's my escape pod 3. Follow the closer of the two vessel beacon. They plan to leave a trail of lights behind them in case somebody heard their distress signal. I swear I didn't read that part, but you know what? That's good enough for me. So, where... This... I'm sure there was like a big... Yeah, down here. So, let's hope you actually found the right vessel then. I feel like one of the reasons why I hate Dark Bramble so much is... It's not just because it's scary, because it is, but it's also because it's also very boring. The fact that you can't really use your... You can't really move a lot means it takes so long to get through it. I've probably been here like 10-15 minutes already, and it's already quite annoying. If I was like actively having to do things to avoid the anglerfish, then it would be different. But unfortunately that isn't the case. Okay, so you guys went here, and here is a bunch of dead Nomai. Right. I mean, I guess we know which signal was the wrong direction then. What is this place? Like a weird crystal. Okay, I'm very sorry, Nomai corpse. That's not what I meant to do. My bad. To anyone who came here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place, but can now go no further. It is almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. Yet the opening is too small for even a single Nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. So close to the location of the vessel, and still so far, is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying, soon we will be unable to hear it. There's nothing we can do now except attempt to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. I wouldn't worry about that, they were. And I've just realised I could... Not that scout. If I fired my scout into this place, presumably it would show me where the duplicate signal was. I do like that some of the actual seeds are like cool and thorny. Right. Duplicate signal. Duplicate signal, that's the red one, annoyingly. And I've already been in the red area. That's just like a bunch of eggs. But we shall check it out anyway. I assume the other scout signal would be like an opposite away from the ship, but guess not. I will. I'm a little stuck here. Luckily, there doesn't actually seem to be an anglerfish in this part. There any other messages they left to me? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna try and follow my duplicate scout signal and hope it helps. Right, into the freaky red thing. That looks like a lot of anglers. Great. I love that. Is this just the one with the eggs in it? Yes, it is. On the plus side, I only have... oh, God. I only have one scout signal. I think last time I was here, I just stayed still and somehow was fine. I mean, he kind of looks like I'm going to bash on the side of his teeth, but... guess not. There we are. I believe up there is the egg cluster. Now, I don't know if my scout actually landed on the vessel. I can also kind of hear the anglerfish in the background, so I'm a bit scared to actually, like, put my thrusters on. That white light down there is definitely moving, so that's an angler. I think is that another seed that I can see the scout on? Yeah. Right, I'm gonna try and push forward a little bit because we're actually kind of in the wrong direction. I don't know if this is a placebo because I'm not actually seeing it on my little compass thing, but I am very slightly pressing forward on the analog stick. And I seem to be going faster even though it's not at all registering it. That looks like a big seed. Please let this seed be free of anglerfish. Oh God, I'm gonna hit this tree, aren't I? No, come on, stay on course. Stay on course. We're making it. Ooh, a nice yellow light. That's positive. I don't think they're usually sort of like a murky green colour. Come on, please, please let this be where I'm supposed to be. This does look different from the environment that I'm usually in. Not seeing any anglers either, so that's a positive. Yeah, that's definitely something. Nice gigantic ship they've got here. Suppose that was to be expected though, because even the escape pods were pretty big. There we are, and there's my scout. Thank you for that. Skeletons everywhere, of course. Not everyone got out in the escape pods then. Probably shouldn't try and go into it with my spacesuit. There we are. Right, I feel pretty calm now that there's unlikely to be anglers. Although, why are these guys' skeletons unclothed? Is, I feel, a question. All of the other Nomai skeleton had their clothes on, so... makes me think there was maybe something eating them. This, here we are, actual, oh God, actual power. Is there anything left in this thing? Can I maybe turn gravity on? That did nothing. Ah, this definitely looks like something that I could shove that warp core into. What is that? Can I actually pick up? Yeah, that's definitely the real thing. Okay, at least I know where the warp core's supposed to be. And then I don't really know where this will get us. We'll pilot somewhere. maybe we can find our way to the eye of the universe here, now that we actually know where it is. I assume just inputting the weird controls into this thing. Probably the computer will figure it out, I hope. Ooh, a bit of writing up here that I can maybe get to. Come on. Fuel level critical, it's fine, there's trees in here, so we got oxygen. To any Nomai clans whose vessel can hear this message, it's clear the universe is dying, there are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space. So my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. If you can reach the Gloaming Galaxy, we found that Blackrock's suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. Oh god, it's the supernova. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, you know you'll be on your own. Kana, we're making our way to you. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neem? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. So unsettling. Reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell, the disappearance of the Escal. I remember hearing that story as a child. One day, Escal's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It was as if their missing friends had warped out of existence. No myth, Escal's plan existed and their story was real. But a curious event had passed into myth. Our ancestors' ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true, Hyssop? You nightmare. This has got to be this clan. I assume, although we haven't heard an Escal, it was a very long time ago, but yes, my clan's ancestors searched for Escal's clan for a long time. In the end, none of them were ever seen again. It's only the time that our history of the vessel has discovered the way. I can hear the supernova, please don't. My clan's vessel, we feared you were gone. Triple suns, the sun exploded. Be careful of potentially unstable stars. Is there anything else in here? Oh god, please let me read this before I die. You're not going to, are you? Although, this is Escal's vessel. Ooh, yeah, this is totally our one. It was 100,000 years ago. Really hard to think when there's a supernova. The main problem with that is, yeah, it took... Because I woke up, and then I immediately went to Dark Bramble and tried to find it. And it took the entire of the loop to get there. So, in order to get the warp there, I have to wait till about 4 minutes in for the sand to even be down on the Ash Twin so I can even get into it. So, by the time I've actually got the Warp Twin and I've landed in Dark Bramble, that's going to be, what, like, at least 7 or 8 minutes in, so... At least we know what we need to do now. It's just going to be a real time crunch. I suspect this is going to have to be something that I have to do several times, so... Is that's just the white hole, don't get excited. So, I'm just going to sort of experiment with the times and see how long it is that we have to wait. I slept for about 2.5 minutes this time, so... I think it was 4 minutes it took for the sand to reveal, but... I'm not 100% sure, so... I've kind of got half a mind to, like, get an actual timer and count down 22 minutes, but that feels very slightly like cheating. Maybe I'll do that if I'm having more difficulties. Yeah, that looks like nothing. Yeah, I'm not even starting to see like any of the towers yet, so definitely way too quick. What is it? Was it this one? Yeah, it's this sort of broken tower is the one that I actually need to get into. That's gonna be a time crunch. Right, I'll kind of politely sit on the side and wait. Right, the sand's going down quite significantly. I'm hoping the next time Ember Twin loops round, I'll be able to get to it. Yeah, so I was maybe about a minute, so maybe 3 minutes 30. I should probably make it down here. But yeah, this is good, maximizing for time. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can get to the vessel quicker, but I mean, I think maybe in theory you could probably find the vessel by just going through random seeds. But yeah, no, you need to find the escape pod first. And then, yeah, because then you need to shoot your scout launcher in the thing. There we go. Launch piping. Come on, get me there. Excellent. Right, we're doing speed mode, so need to find the thing that turns the oxygen off down here. I guess the one thing I could do that would save time is last time I was like reading the Nomai stuff from the escape pod. And I wouldn't need to this time. So that's what, like, maybe a minute off my time? Doesn't quite compensate for the time I spent getting the warp core, but, you know. Oh, how do I turn off this? This is the gravity control, isn't it? Right, there we are. Stop that. Let me get my thing. Oh god, I'm very bad at in the air travel. I can't believe I've been playing this game for this long, and I'm still, like, pretty bad at it. Alright, back to the teleport. There we are, come on. Yeah, one loop, that's good. Right, come on. Ow, my Christ, I hate these every single time. Without fail, I get hit by one of these stupid cactuses. And I actually remembered to park my ship not in the middle of the equator so it didn't get sucked into Ember Twin. Alright, let's go. Full speed ahead. It seems to be playing the sun's exploding, it's the end of the game music already, which is slightly concerning. Maybe that's triggered by me having the warp core. Where is Dark Bramble? Probably behind the sun. That'd be the kind of thing it does, I imagine. Yeah, the warp core is making the music go sad, which might make it kind of hard to tell when the actual supernova is starting. There you are, Dark Bramble. Actually, thinking about it, you know what I'm thinking? The room that the vessel was in the room with the red eggs. So, although that's assuming that the connection room to the vessel stays consistent, which it might not. But in theory, it might be quicker to head to the red rooms, and then. But I'm sure there's multiple seeds in the red rooms. You know what, I'll do it the traditional way by finding the distress signal first. And then, oh god, is that an angler? And then if it sort of sends us on the same path, then maybe I'll see if that will be quicker next time. Oh god, there's an anglerfish like right there. Right next to my stupid seed I'm trying to get in. Luckily, I don't think he's noticed us. We're actually moving pretty quick. Luckily, the escape pod's seed was pretty close to the draw. I'm sure it was like a kilometer point something. So, potentially there is an element of randomization, so might do better some days than others. It's hard being on a time crunch because I kind of want to like increase my speed a bit, but that anglerfish is right behind me and that's a terrible idea. Although we are on a speed crunch, so you know what, I'm increasing my speed. I'm pretty sure they're too big to get through these holes, so. And I haven't heard it activate either, so hopefully we'll be fine. Yeah, another murky green signal. and into the room with the rotating rock, which was how we got to the vessel last time. You know what? Maybe it is relatively consistent. It was on the left of the rock last time, but maybe the actual rooms we go through are the same. Alright, I'm seeing the telltale lights. We don't actually have to go into another one. Just straight down here. Which means, yeah, we can put away the distress beacon. This was this a different room that I came across them last time? Can't remember. Okay, things are staying consistent. Get a good shot into this first. No, not like that, Scout. Yeah. There we go. Try and get around this every single time with this silly little door thing. Here we are. Here's the red... Oh, God. The red room with the little caviar things, and these freaks up here. If I stay completely still, I will be fine. I thought it was close last time, and I didn't hit them, although I don't think it was this close. No, we're good, we're good. Okay, this is good time. I think this is going well. Right, we're into the seed with the vessel. I'm pretty sure that there's no anglerfish actually in this one, so... If we're wrong, it's going to annoy me so much, but I'm going to go full speed ahead on this one. Come on. The supernova music isn't playing, but... There's only like, what, like a 30-second warning you actually get? From when the supernova music starts playing to when you actually die, so... Still gonna hurry regardless. Come on, control room's up here, just be able to slot it in here, don't overshot it, don't overshoot it. Come on. There we are, gorgeous. So we got floor again? Great, no time to waste. Where are we putting this stupid ball thing? Somewhere. That anything? Oh god, I'm gonna have to actually figure out how this space thing works. You doing anything over there? This ball up there, why not? That does nothing. Great. The default was here, wasn't it? So that's not going to be... And now... Here we are. Come on. I have the coordinates for the eye. Ship log updated. Coordinates. Oh god. Please don't make me do math puzzles. Right, let's see actually where we're supposed to be. I have no idea what this thing means. Yeah, I know what the coordinates are, but I don't know how they can figure with this, unfortunately. Well, like, is that anything? I meant to like... Oh no, I'm drawing them. I'm drawing them, I get it, so... Which means I'm gonna have to come around this side. No. Oh god. This is far too stressful. No, come on. Actually drawing, so... Here, and... Here. That's what this one is. This one is... Oh god, a little bit more complex. No, restart that. How do I undo this? You all stop that. And this one... No. Oh god. I swear this is like very simple basic puzzling, but I just get so stressed out the second it's like you have to do anything quickly and it's like, oh god. You know? No, that's all bad. That's all bad. There we are. That's that. Next one. Sort of like a plug thing. So it's the up here. Down, up. And then boost it. That's that correct. Oh god, falling off the side because of course I am. What's that? Do we just donk it up there? I mean, we've made it somewhere. Is that the eye? You kind of look like a bit of an eye. No music again. Can I get out of here? Alright. So, where are we exactly? Ah, quantum moons orbiting. So, I guess this is the eye of the universe. Right, I guess the only thing now is to figure out how to get out of the ship and go investigate. Lovely. Black hole here. This will take us... Eye of the universe. Very lovely. That's our ship. That's the good old quantum moon with Solarium on it. The gravity on this planet is pretty aggressive. Seems like a pretty big planet as well. We're currently at the North Pole. Don't know where I'm going. This kind of looks like a little ridge, so I guess we'll follow down here. Under the archway. This really is like a beautiful little area. It's nice. I mean, it's nice how accurate the quantum moon was as well. This kind of seems like something I shouldn't be walking directly into, but... You know, why not, I suppose? Gotta do something while we're here. Enveloped by darkness. We're still heading in the right direction. Ah, the Quantum's not enjoying this area. Oh god, really hope I don't get killed by a rock. So, things down here get a lot more erratic when you're at the South Pole. Maybe that's when you land on the Quantum Moon, you always go to the South Pole. I'm heading in the wrong direction. Very end of the South Pole here, it's looking... Yeah, this is basically the view we were getting when we were on the middle of the eye. Do I want to get in there? I mean, definitely, but is it going to kill me from fall damage? Gravity's a bit weird, so I guess so. Where am I even going? I don't know, honestly. Gravity seems like it's been lessened when we're in this bowl, which doesn't hugely make sense, but I'm not an astrologist, so I wouldn't really know. Kind of assumed that hole was actually like a hole that I'd have to pass through. Ooh, you can actually walk up the side of this crater, so could potentially fall into the hole. Yeah, that seems like the thing to do. And we're back in the museum. This is the area the statue would be. Oh god. Wait, did that just automatically turn me around? Yeah, when I tried to leave, it just turned me back. Alright, that just says the same thing it did originally. Back here at the start of the loop. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, Aharthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. Is this potentially like it's traveled us? Ooh, that would work, kind of. Because the firing the orbital probe cannon kind of teleported the Nomai 100,000 years into the future. I think maybe this is what happened to me. Maybe this is like the ruins of the museum, 1,000 years into the future. In which case, is old Holdstar and everyone else dead? Because that would make sense. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova. Ah, nice little trinkets from our exhibits. You, a nuisance. Of all the life forms that will perish in the incoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. Can't remember what used to be in there. Our beloved little probe, Nomai skeletons. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we call ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning. Ah, okay, so that's what they died for, not being skipped 100,000 years into the future. I guess that kind of makes sense. There was a lot of ghost matter in the Nomai civilizations. It wasn't everywhere. I guess we gotta see if Hornfell's alive, I suppose. Or ooh, maybe it'll finally be the Nomai who was using the probe cannon. Cool. I have no idea what's going on, honestly. We're in space, though. Luckily, my fuel's infinite, so I can't just die in the void. That would be rather unpleasant. Guess everything else is black, so we're heading towards the star system. Appears to be trees? Who knows? Who knows with this game? Especially with the quantum moon and everything killing gravity. I wonder if this is what Solernum saw the first time she went to the end of the quantum moon. Maybe, like, I both died and lived, and there's like a corpse of me in the vessel ship, which is still in Dark Bramble. Alright, kind of a road, I see ya. It's very beautiful in here, what with all the colours and everything. Oh, Christ. Lovely, I see we're back on the quantum moon then, or perhaps we never left and... I was going to say maybe this is a hallucination, but that's just like a bad trope that probably isn't in this game. There hasn't been any other hallucinations. Yeah, I'd reckon potentially we're both alive and dead at the same time, and my fuel's going to start going down. Oh, Christ. Wasn't expecting you to be so close by. Where did you go, you weird little rabid floaty thing? Campfire? I'll roast a marshmallow, why not? Nice to know that we still have treats back here in the end of the world. And I look away and come back. Ah, this is a case of people are just going to be quantum mooning into the campfire. Good morning, Esker. Do you hear music? Ah, good old, I want to say Rybeck. We're getting the gang all back together. I'm definitely hallucinating. This isn't good for me. I'm a corpse on the vessel in Dark Bramble. But we shall find you regardless. Why not? Have a nice marshmallow with the memories of our definitely dead friends. How do I get into your stupid building, Esker? It's a case of looking away and then looking back. You... Ah, there we are. Pain in the neck, Rybeck. There we are, Rybeck's banjo. Is everyone back at the campfire? You are Rybeck, aren't you? Good, thank God. Not quite time yet, we'll need the others for this next part. We need everyone. No rush, take your time, it might not even exist here. Plenty of other people to get. What are you, Feldspar? My least favourite man on Dark Bramble, because you made me go to Dark Bramble. For probably no reason. And also, you're incredibly annoying, anyway. I swear I was literally just... Great, you've decided to live in the sun. Thank you, as always, even in a weird hallucination, you still managed to be quite annoying, Feldspar. Great. Jump scares in the afterlife. Thank you very much for that. Feldspar, thank you. And who else are we having to look for? Don't think I recognize that one. Are we getting our old Know My Friend Solanum out? Yeah, this seems like her kind of business. You just back automatically? Good old Solanum? She might be. Or might have to look away and look back again. Maybe. Who knows? Good old Church's poem on some of these ones. Across old bark. I'm looking. I never did figure out what his poem meant in the actual world. In the ancient glade. Unless maybe he potentially found... Maybe found his way to the eye himself? Because why else would... Ah, no, you're Gabbro, so you were involved in the loop. I guess maybe it's a potential you also found things about it. Although at least when I was chatting to him, he seemed mostly focused on just playing his pipe and not actually, you know, doing anything useful with his infinite time loops. I wonder if Gabbro's mad that I stopped the time loops. Right, and how do I get whatever Solanum's is? I'm gonna throw a scout launcher at you. You guys are pointing up. Am I supposed to be getting something? There we are. Supposed to be looking up in the sky. I don't think I can actually look that high up, unfortunately. So I appreciate them making puzzles. Oh, I had you for a second. Maybe I'm just gonna fly up there? I mean, I think my fuel is infinite, so... Yeah, you're trying to reach the stars. Do you have anything? I'm just gonna stop throwing myself at the sky. And they seem to approve when I did that. Yeah, you're slowly building your tower up. Alright, I can do this a couple times. Ah, Solernum's ship. Pretty sad what happened to Solernum. She's... I mean, it might be worse than being stuck in a time loop, just not knowing... Not actually knowing where you're going. There we go, Solernum. The missing piece. I guess we never found who was connected to the third Ash Twin thing, unless it was a suit claiming that it was Solernum, and she had nothing to do with the actual cannon firing. Although, I mean, I don't really think I spoke to her long enough to find out if she did retain her memories. She didn't seem to be aware that her entire civilization was dead. And, you know, I'm not gonna be the one to tell her. Maybe she was the third person attached to the mask. Because there definitely wasn't another Nomai anywhere. Weird. I thought that would be like a very super important, crucial plot detail, but it just wasn't. Kind of like how I thought it'd be hard to teleport inside the Ash Twin, but it was just stepping on a thing. Conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? Yeah, let's go for it. The song is new to me, but I'm honoured to be a part of it. You don't speak English, Solernum. We're definitely being tricked by the eye. Yeah, I have to actually start all of them manually. Oh god, I can't stand you, Felspar. I guess get your awful little weird harmonica out. If I could have my way, I'd probably roast Feldar in the fire. Got the band back together. Gonna do that, do I? No, you're still being observed. Finally, I've actually completed the game. Well, technically I've completed the game 3 times, but the other 2 times were just me dying, which wasn't very satisfying. What a weird end to a weird game. Although I suppose, how do you make a concrete ending for a game like this? I don't know. I feel like I'm more confused after the ending than I was during, but I don't know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I had a fun experience playing this game, so I guess that's all that really matters in the end. I think this game might be slightly overhyped for my tastes. I did definitely enjoy it, but I wouldn't say it's like best game ever. I probably wouldn't even put it in my top 20 of games of all time. But it was still good, it was fun. It was a weird little puzzle solving. I hate Dark Bramble though. I wonder if it would be like in my top 20 if Dark Bramble didn't exist. You probably can't tell because I tried to edit it out of the videos, but I've spent probably a combined maybe 4 hours in Dark Bramble over the course of playing this game, and I have hated every second of it. I think this game would be massively improved by just removing Dark Bramble from it. It's my opinion at least, and yeah, as I was saying earlier, it's not even like fun scary, because most of the time you're not even like pressing buttons, you're just sort of like, well, in order to get past the anglerfish, you basically just have to like not touch any buttons, which makes it incredibly boring. So yeah, kind of a bit of a low note on what I consider a pretty good game. I think my favourite civilization was probably Bitter Hollow. The Hanging City is so cool, and even though getting sucked into the black hole is pretty annoying, the actual learning about the warp technology and stuff like that. Oh, and everything about the Quantum Moon is just incredibly fun. I love like optical illusions and like dimensional weird stuff in games, like puzzles that you have to solve, sort of like in the style of that. So I love the Quantum Moon stuff. I would love, like, I don't know, I guess a game based on that concept, just of like weird puzzles depending on how you look at things, which is pretty much just what the game Antichamber is, which is one of my favourite games of all time. But I don't know, there needs to be more weird optical illusion puzzles, and this studio could definitely be the one that does it. I wonder if they're ever going to make like a sequel. It wouldn't be exactly the same, obviously, because, you know, this feels like it was pretty concrete. There's not really like anything you could do for a sequel, but you know what I mean, like a spiritual successor where it has kind of the same sort of vibe. Because I would love to see what they do with, like, you know, the next puzzle. Anyway, I'll cease my rambling. Thank you for watching.